Hello, welcome into Pacific League. This is Loyalty v Arkadanoid. We're going to be seeing Loyalty on the Nurse here first. This is their pick on the Blood Lodge. We're going to be seeing the typical corrupt intervention spread across the bot side. Our killer is just going to be on the lookout for any survivors trying to move up the map or stealthing out on the edge maps. Not really finding anybody quite yet. Looks like our survivors are choosing to play this slow. Typically, we've already been in a chase by now, but our killer did spot somebody across the map, and they are making their way towards them. Our survivor is stealthing behind a rock. I wonder if they think the killer still has not seen them. Unfortunately, that's kind of bad, since you really want to be able to at least force a blink out of the Nurse when they hit you, because otherwise they can do what just happened, which is just instantly blink on top of you. You make no distance, so that is going to be the first down of the match, and our killer is going to be dragging our survivor towards the mid-map and getting prepared to get the first hook of the game. Start pressuring these gens with their perks. Do find a gen with a little bit of progress. I mean, this was just started. That was such an early down. Can't imagine the survivors have too much gen progress here. That was the solo survivor. Typically, in a Nurse match, you will find that the survivors do double the first gen out and have one person soloing on a gen while the first chase occurs. Okay, let me see if I can fix this sound. There we go. But they only found the solo survivor, so I'm not quite certain where the double is. Maybe on that far gen in the top right corner. But nobody has come for this unhook yet, so you do kind of expect to see Deli coming in here, getting this pull. There's actually somebody on Shack, and part of me wonders if that is a solo gen, and the survivors did decide to just split all three gens, considering how early this first down was. And we're going to be seeing the last second trade come in. Perfect timing, as the survivor will be getting saved before they hit second stage. And we see our survivor run upstairs. And our killer not quite expecting the balanced landing. We'll be missing that hit and continuing this chase. Our survivor will be running all the way into the top right corner of the map, so taking it away from where they last saw all these gens. We'll pop this gen. That's really good for our survivors. Typically want to die corner, but our survivor did the right thing and just died as far edge top as they could, considering that gen hadn't popped yet. But the killer getting really greedy here, going for a slug. And they are going to actually go for the fresh hook here rather than grabbing, going back for the slug survivor, but they kind of don't need to, since the survivors haven't pushed to pick up the survivor. Maybe it's a DS, but I do wonder how likely a DS is on balanced landing. We'll see the answer now, and there's no DS on our survivor here. Jack will be popping. You do see a deadlock going off in the distance. That's 2 gens for 3 hook stages, and your survivor still is not fumbled out yet, so pretty strong place for our killer here, or for our survivors here. They can kind of make something with this, especially with how big this map is. I mean, this is a pretty large map, so to kind of cross all the way over here to get a tag onto that Quentin, you are pulling away, giving this this hook trade for free. And it won't even be a hook trade. Our ace will be getting that unhook for free, but a tag does come in to try and help our Nicolas Cage here. It's not all 4 survivors will be injured, and the chase will be going on to the tunnel out. Our killer is holding their second blink. I think our Nicholas is going to be able to make it all the way to this corner of the map. And a bit of a ambitious prediction blink does kind of make it so that they have to fatigue and wait for their blinks to come back rather than going for a second prediction, right? Blink and missing. And that will be the kill onto our cage here. Quentin does get reset across the map, and that is a death on 3 gens, and I wonder how much pressure these survivors realistically have. We do see hear some pressure here onto this bot side gen. And a healthy survivor walking off of it. Blast mine coming through. That will buy our survivors time to finish the reset across the map on Ada, as well as get this Quentin stealth off this gen. Question is, can he out-stealth this nurse? The nurse does know that he's nearby. It will be up to our Quentin to hide this out, to buy his team time to get those resets and get away and maybe start on some other gens, but our Quentin will be got out here. That will be the down on to Quentin. You see the eruption proccing on that gen. To our right, killer previously capable of weasel, so that is a full build on all for slowdown, and they are going to be hooking right here next to this gen. These are ace. We can assume this is our deli player, considering the sprint burst last second save we saw earlier. I mean, that's kind of the behavior you really only see from your deli player, just kind of going in for that really aggressive trade. So our killer is going to be sticking to our deli player. Maybe no, going back. I think they want to keep our survivors from finishing this gen over here. It is, or was, decently progressed. And yeah, that is a pretty progressed gen. They just still have pop as the weasels. They are going to walk over and use it on this gen. Keep it from popping from the nearby Ada, possibly. Committing for Quentin. Quentin is death hook, so to get this would force a 2v1. And a perfect second blink does occur, so they will be getting the down. So I just realized I don't even know what I'm talking about. Deli is banned versus nurse. So that will not be a deli on that survivor, so it really wouldn't have mattered if there was a commitment to the ace there. There is no deli. So I think our survivors are maybe over here stacking this gen. The question is, will they pop it? They do pop the gen. You do see Ace running away in the background over there, and Ada is the one finishing up the gen here, so they will probably be committing to the ace here. And I think that was a 99 sprint burst. I think he got behind the rock and used his 99 sprint burst. That was an excellent play, denying that tag. You do see the cracker coming out. And Ace choosing not to double back, denies the tag from our nurse here. Really great juice here. Using every single resource he has from his perks, his items to keep the nurse from getting this down, and we'll be now playing edge map. But they will be down here all the way in the corner. With no deli in play, our killer can just hook this freely and avoid a potential unbreakable. Does our killer make this hook? Probably. Yeah, it's close enough. Our killer will be making this hook. He actually does with a glide line. And our killer, I think, is going to just leave this to go pressure the gens. That is kind of a nasty hook situation there. To not be able to hook your survivor if they die in that far corner, so. Question is, can Ada last long enough for maybe our... Oh no! They read what they were trying to do, but they killer did short blink, so it will be getting hit on the other side of the pallet there. I'm just trying to fix the sound bug, but it does not want to be fixed, so. Killer will be moving back to this gen. This gen was pretty progressed, but it got hit with the eruption. Killer is just going to be looking for ace here. Does choose to pull up this gen outside of the map, and we'll be heading back to top corner. Killer does actually see blood here on the ground. They will find the ace. I wonder, you know, if they can't hook him. I wonder if he has a sprint burst and the Ada dies fast enough, if he'll be able to run all the way to hatch. That's assuming he would. So it's possible that last time the Killer just didn't take a clear enough path to the hook. That's why he would. Does he make this way? He actually does make it. I guess there was just a little bit of inconsistent path in which kept him from making the hook the first time. So that will be the 4K2 coming out from Loyalty here. And our server is not allowed to Kobe, so that will be confirmed. And Orca will have to see if they can get a 4K3 to win the set, or a 4K2 to tie the set up for set 2. But really good performance from our nurse here. Survivors did have a pretty, a pretty rough start. They kind of pulled it back a little, but then our nurse kind of pulled that game back a little bit. So it's a bit of back and forth going on there. So very well played from Loyalty getting the 4K2. So we'll see what Arkadinoid can do next.